Hello, my name is Olivia Martin, and today I will be discussing my internship at Bustle Up Fitness. I completed my internship at Bustle Up Fitness. Bustle Up Fitness's mission is to provide an uplifting environment to community members seeking a life of overall wellness. Bustle Up Fitness offers a variety of programs and activities, including Aqua Groove, Aqua Toning, Aqua Waves, Golden Hearts, H2O Flow, Lifting for Life, Pilates, Rhythm and Reps, Senior Fit, Strength Express, Tai Chi, Yoga, and Rock Steady Boxing. Bustle Up Fitness uses a program called GlowFox in order to manage classes, manage staff, manage client accounts, check in clients, and manage finances. GlowFox is specifically used to manage gyms. I was instructed to create my own GlowFox account as a staff member and use GlowFox daily to check in clients, check schedules, sign up new members, and access information for clients about their accounts. My responsibilities at Bustle Up Fitness included opening duties, attending the front desk, answering the phone located at the front desk, ensuring customers are checked in, signing up new clients, helping to move equipment, helping to repair equipment, cleaning the front desk, providing tours to clients, setting up the Rock Steady boxing gym, and going over the plan for the class, assisting with both the boxing and gym portion of the Rock Steady class, cleaning up the Rock Steady gym, designing exercise programs, leading the Rock Steady class as a stand-in, meeting coworkers and clients, and learning about Parkinson's disease. One of the first tasks I was given at Bustle Up Fitness was to take a course on Parkinson's disease. The purpose of this course was to prepare me for the Rock Steady class, where I would help participants with Parkinson's disease perform exercises and box. The course involved taking quizzes after each chapter, and at the end, I was given a certificate. A few important things I learned include you should not touch someone with Parkinson's disease when they begin to shuffle their feet. If a Parkinson's disease patient freezes and cannot move their feet, you should point at a line and ask them to step over it. Some Parkinson's disease patients can no longer speak. Depression is a common symptom of Parkinson's disease, and that Parkinson's disease patients tend to have issues with their balance and may need to be spotted. On the days that I arrived before 9 a.m., it was my job to perform opening duties. I worked at the front desk, which is located next to the main gym. In order to properly open the desk and gym, I had to turn on the lights at the desk and inside the main gym, place trash cans inside of the main gym, turn on TVs in the main gym, unlock the door to the main gym, turn on the computer located at the front desk, and sign into GlowFox. When I was not helping my supervisor or in the Rocksteady gym, I attended the front desk. My duties at the front desk included answering the phone, checking clients in, communicating with other offices and desks on the same floor, answering customers' questions, and accepting feedback. Greeting each client that passed by the desk, printing and managing documents for my supervisor, and cleaning the front desk. As my internship progressed, I learned that there are things you should and should not do when answering the phone at the front desk. You should greet the client, state the agency name, and state your name. Ask what the purpose of the call is if the client asks to speak to your supervisor. Use applications such as GlowFox to appropriately answer clients' questions. Ask if the client has any additional questions or concerns, and consult with the supervisor if you cannot find information on your own. You should not cancel subscriptions without consulting with the supervisor, provide information when dealing with a scam call, or provide false information to clients. Each client has a barcode tag that can be attached to a keychain. When clients sign in, they scan this tag using the barcode scanner at the desk. It is the responsibility of the staff member attending the desk to ensure that the customer has been signed in and that no additional paperwork needs to be completed by the client. Each customer is able to create a GlowFox account that can be accessed via the GlowFox application that is available on most smartphones. If the customer is unable to do so, staff members are able to sign customers up on the computer located at the front desk. Customers can either be read the paperwork and allow the staff member to sign the documents on the computer, or physical copies of these documents can be provided to the customer and then to the supervisor. Equipment at Bustle Up Fitness may be shared amongst different rooms or gyms. I help to move weightlifting equipment from the main gym to the Rocksteady gym, move yoga equipment from the studio to the Rocksteady gym, remove damaged equipment from the main gym, and move cleaning supplies from the janitorial closet to each gym. Naturally, equipment will need to be repaired and adjusted over time. There were 2 instances in which I had to repair equipment. First, I had to repair a treadmill that did not have a working screen by resetting the machine. I unplugged the treadmill from the socket located in the floor and plugged it back in so that the treadmill could reboot. This fixed the issue of the screen not being on. Second, I had to fix the issue of the barcode scanner not working by troubleshooting. The first thing I checked was that it was plugged into the computer. Fortunately, this was the issue and the barcode scanner was now operational. Having a clean and presentable front desk only adds to the professionalism of the environment. When I cleaned the front desk, I would limit clutter at the workstation, clean dust and debris, using cleaning sprays and towels located in the janitorial closet, and ensure that signage was not being damaged. When I provided tours to clients, I greeted the clients, held doors for the clients, guided them from room to room, explained what Bustle Up Fitness offers, explained the purpose of each room, answered all questions and concerns, and finished the tour by going over the weekly schedule. Bustle Up Fitness holds Rocksteady classes every day. There are 2 sections, a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday section, and a Tuesday and Thursday section. My supervisor and I would bring the necessary equipment into the gym and set it up appropriately. For example, if we needed a station in which the participants would perform deadlifts using kettlebells, we would carry the kettlebells from the main gym into the Rocksteady gym and designate an area for the exercises to be performed. Rocksteady is a program that provides a list of exercises to Bustle Up Fitness every week. These exercises are written on a whiteboard in the Rocksteady gym. By going over these plans daily, I was able to transition from station to station with ease and also learn the purpose of each plan. The plan on Monday and Tuesday was the same, and the plan on Wednesday and Thursday was the same. On Friday, the class would either perform stretches or play a game. The class is designed so that one portion of the class is focused on boxing and the other portion is focused on the exercise plan for that day. When I assisted with the gym portion of the class, I would attend exercise stations, help participants use equipment, perform warm-ups with participants, guide participants through each exercise, help participants adjust their form and technique, help with demonstrations, prevent falls and injuries by spotting participants, provide water and chairs to participants that needed help, and alert the leader of the class if a participant is not doing well, or help participants express their concerns. When I assisted with the boxing portion of the class, I would assist participants that needed help putting on or removing their boxing gloves, ensure that each participant was at a boxing station, play music during the workout, ensure that participants were feeling well, provide countdowns for participants, facilitate rotations between stations, and ensure that the overall timing was perfect, and communicate with the leader in the adjacent Rocksteady gym. Once the Rocksteady class had ended, I had to assist with duties such as wiping down equipment, wiping down chairs used for cool down, removing equipment for the following day, and putting chairs back into the office or up against the wall. I was asked to develop an exercise program for 2 Friday classes. The first exercise program was a stretch program that I had to theme for Halloween. The second program was also a stretch program, but it did not have a specific theme. I aimed to create a program that would cover the entire body. Parkinson's disease patients typically have areas of their body that are more stiff or painful than others, and a true kinesiologist knows that one area of the body being compromised can affect the entire body. By covering the entire body, I addressed each participant's specific needs. I went over my plan with my supervisor, and I asked questions involving timing, since the boxing portion needs to end when the gym portion does. I also asked if my supervisor had any advice so that I would not miss any valuable information. I used the exercise programs I had developed when it was time for me to lead the Rocksteady classes. When I led these classes, I led participants through warm-ups. I explained the structure of the class to the physical therapy technicians, assisted physical therapy technicians with transitions from the boxing gym to the Rocksteady gym, demonstrated each exercise and provided modifications, kept time using my breaths, and gauged the length of each activity by paying close attention to each participant and how many activities were left. I led participants through the cool down, asked for feedback from the participants, helped to clean the gym, and asked my supervisor for feedback. While I was at Bustle Up Fitness, I had to communicate with both coworkers and clients. It is important to make a good impression, be respectful, offer help or assistance, and know when to direct clients to another coworker or the supervisor when you are unable to answer questions. I worked at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette Student Union as a student worker. As a student worker, I performed janitorial duties, worked at the front desk, worked with AV equipment, worked as a team with my coworkers, and set up and took down equipment from rooms for events. I worked as a physical therapy technician. As a physical therapy technician, I helped patients perform exercises, kept track of what and how many exercises were performed, helped patients with proper technique and form, communicated with people that could not speak, performed janitorial duties, and constantly learned new exercises and types of rehabilitation. These opportunities prepared me for my internship at Bustle Up Fitness because I was familiar with cleaning equipment and spaces, I was familiar with office duties, I knew how to help and communicate with both healthy and disabled individuals, I was familiar with professional equipment and how to troubleshoot technical issues, and I was familiar with the exercises being performed. and the proper technique for each exercise. My internship at Bustle Up Fitness was similar to my previous experiences in that I cleaned and moved equipment, I communicated with coworkers, clients and patients, and the community. I worked at the front desk. I assisted others with exercises and putting on equipment, and I helped to fix issues with technology. My internship at Bustle Up Fitness was different than my previous experiences in that I worked with individuals with Parkinson's disease. I worked with power gym equipment. I was able to lead classes and design my own exercise programs. I used a new software that is only used by gyms, and I directed and assisted participants in the boxing room. To enhance students' abilities and skills related to the working environment, the University of Louisiana at Lafayette should offer classes that focus on professional communication and interpersonal skills, mentorship programs with local K through 12 schools, and encourage local clinic or hospital volunteering. Thank you for listening to my presentation about my internship at Bustle Up Fitness.